Shake it, baby. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it.
And now we've got one little surprise for you, a message.
Paddy.
Lovely lad. Mate, love to see you get your hand raised, fella.
That's my guy.
After your fighting career, hopefully you get a few more of these boxing fights and then a few more wins, lots of money in the bank.
That's my guy right there. Tell him I said hello. That's awesome, and good luck in your next future, buddy. I appreciate you. Love you, guy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Cheers.
Давай, не стой, вот ногами, вот, соединяй захват. Молодец. Пошел, давай захват, все, красиво. Райт. Молодец. Давай, борьба. Машур, борьба. Бери захват, старайся засунуть, без остановки. Давай. Давай. Сразу меняемся, оба устали, давай, сзади захват. Сзади за корпус.
So they were kind of talking about the interim belt. They had said the interim belt, and that was like maybe, I don't know, 4 weeks ago. They were talking about it, but they weren't sure if they were gonna do it. And then they're like, okay, they're gonna do it, but wait until they announce it. And then I found out by Instagram that it was gonna be for the actual belt.
Wow.
When Dana announced it, so I texted like Tiki. I'm like, wait, is it the real belt or the interim belt? He's like, oh, it's the real belt. So yeah, that was just like very recent, the change. Not that the interim belt, but of course we were happy with the interim belt. That would it's still belt, and it would be like the next step to getting, the belt. But the fact that it's for the real belt definitely puts the extra happiness and gratefulness on.
Wow. He just said Islam's minus 265. Jack plus 225. Honestly, that's a little bigger than I would have expected. Than I would have expected. I believe that people will probably come in on Jack Della Maddalena. Because at the end of the day, Islam is still the smaller guy going up to the next weight class to fight against a world champion who never looked better than he did in his last fight. So I would expect that to close a little bit as we get closer to the fight. But clearly that fight is massive. The fight is happening. Madison Square Garden. I swear to God, guys, there are few fight cards per year that I just enjoy. And if you've seen videos and pictures of Islam lately, he's bigger. He's much bigger than he was before. And he's going to have to be bigger if he wants to get through the monster that is Jack Della Maddalena. You know what's the best thing about watching this fight come together is recognizing how seriously they know the challenge is ahead of Islam. I believe that if you would have put this fight together a few years ago, people would have been like, oh, Islam's going to kill Jack Della Maddalena. But now, after watching him fight Bilal Muhammad, after watching how wonderfully he put together a game plan, it's a much more even fight than you would have thought prior. Luis, throw in the opening odds for Islam versus Jack Della real quick, because I really think it's interesting to find out what the world, or at least the odds makers, think of Islam versus Jack.
Is there one fighter in the modern UFC era, any division, that you would love to fight and step in the octagon in?
Probably Connor, man. Like, I mean, a lot of people you're going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, Connor, it's like a boring answer. But remember, he was in the featherweight division.
Yeah.
That era when like he was just an absolute superstar, like, you know, the position you could put yourself out in just fighting that guy is, you know what I mean? Like, when you talk about building your platform, like, you know, when we talk about money and all that, you know, not only UFC, yeah, as you get up, you can, you know, get better money, but I mean, the platform you're on, you need to take advantage of it. And that's one fast track to getting, you know, building some hype around you and, you know, getting some people to notice you.
What makes him such a great fighter, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, he was a good fighter. He was a great fighter. He was another fighter that was just his accuracy, and he was actually even a bit ahead of his time. He was really good. I don't think people will give him credit. Everyone's just like, he's just good knockout artist. He's just powerful punches. I know, like, he had great timing, great setups, good understanding of what works and what works for him. And yeah, he was sharp. And then a lot of that's obviously gone now. He's probably still going to be reasonably sharp, but he's never going to be that same Conor McGregor. Never will be able to. But he was good. You have to fight the right fight against him.
I mean, it's just I think Islam Makhachev is a better version of Bilal. I think his striking on the feet is I think it's more. I even think it's easier. The striking on the feet, I think it's easier than Bilal, because he's more just, he'll stay in one stance. He's more traditional style. But yeah, he's the pound for pound number one. So it's a tough fight. But I guess we'll just watch all his fights again, make a solid game plan, and then just start working at it. From pretty much now, I'm going to start working on ways to beat him, different ways to get back to my feet, stuff in the takedown. But I'm pretty confident I can get this one done.
Jon Jones is no longer facing charges for leaving the scene of an accident after the DA's office determined his alibi was credible. Early in the morning on February 21st, Taylor McClure was found in the passenger seat of a car involved in a crash. She told police that she was drinking at the former UFC heavyweight champion's Northeast Albuquerque home, and Jones was driving her home when he crashed. Then he took off. But investigators say Jones told them that McClure was drinking at his house when she disappeared. He claims he didn't hear from her until she crashed her car. Jones was scheduled for a bench trial today, but his charge was dismissed.
Yeah, so I got the Jon Jones charges got dropped from the hit and run incident. So I was just doing a bit of research on it. This was the one from February where the woman got pulled over, said that Jon Jones was driving the car, got out, dipped, and then they later contacted Jon. He denied he was driving, but that he was hanging out with her. And at this point, they've dropped the charges. Jon's released a statement as well. I don't know if you guys want me to read the whole thing, but I'll leave it up there, and then we can kind of dip into it.
I don't want to listen to the lies. Save it.